Ronaldo's penalties were pure mental warfare, brain fire. The stadium is tense. The scoreboard hangs in the balance. Every heartbeat is synchronized with the clock. One kick will decide everything: victory or heartbreak, glory or shame. The goalkeeper paces, bouncing, trying to intimidate him. The fans scream, whistle, jeer, and chant. Cameras flash from every angle. Pressure is suffocating. And then he walks forward. Calm, calculated, unshakable. The ball rolls under his feet. He surveys the goal, reads the keeper, adjusts his run-up, strike, net bulges, crowd erupts, opponents freeze. This is Cristiano Ronaldo in the Champions League. His penalties weren't just goals, they were mental battles, psychological warfare executed with ice-cold precision. The nature of mental warfare in penalties. A penalty in the Champions League is more than a kick from 12 yards. It's a duel of minds. Goalkeeper versus kicker. Each reads the other, trying to predict or manipulate the outcome. Crowd influence, roars, jeers, and whistles can shake focus. Historical weight. Some penalties decide trophies or legacies. Self-imposed pressure. Ronaldo sets the expectation himself. He must succeed every time. Mental warfare separates great penalty takers from legends. In Ronaldo, he mastered it. Early lessons. Manchester United. Ronaldo's approach to penalties began to crystallize at Manchester United FC. 2008 Champions League final versus Chelsea. Stage: penalty shootout, final. Situation: first attempt under extreme tension. He steps up, eyes on the goalkeeper. His body is composed, yet his mind is racing, calculating probabilities, reading subtle cues from the opposition. First attempt saved. But the mental lesson was invaluable. He learned resilience, composure, and psychological manipulation from the moment he faced failure. This early experience was the foundation of his future mastery. Real Madrid era. Elevating the mind game. Joining Real Madrid CF meant not just more goals, but higher stakes and larger audiences. Every UCL match was a battlefield. 2012 semifinal versus Bayern Munich. Stage: away game, hostile environment. Aggregate score: tight. Penalty type: high pressure. Ronaldo analyzed the goalkeeper's tendencies. He visualized placement. He read micro-expressions. By the time his foot struck the ball, it wasn't just a goal, it was a calculated strike in a psychological duel. Signature mental warfare moments. 2014 semifinal versus Bayern Munich. Situation: away, tight aggregate. Technique: top corner strike, calm demeanor. Impact: established psychological dominance over Bayern's defense. This penalty wasn't just about scoring. It was about sending a message: Ronaldo remains unshakable under pressure. 2016 final versus Atletico Madrid. Stage: shootout, fifth and final kick. Pressure: maximum possible, decisive penalty. Crowd: tension at its peak. Outcome: goal, trophy secured. Stepping up last in a shootout is the ultimate test of nerve. Ronaldo's calm posture, measured breathing, and strategic gaze created a psychological edge even before the ball left his foot. 2017 quarterfinal versus Bayern Munich. Away leg, aggregate tie. Hostile stadium. Penalty executed with precision. Result: goal. Ronaldo didn't just take the shot, he dominated the moment mentally. Goalkeepers anticipate, fans scream, teammates hope, yet Ronaldo remains in control. The mechanics of Ronaldo's mental edge. Ronaldo's penalties were a perfect blend of mental strategy and technical precision. Visualization: every kick practiced mentally, imagining goalkeeper reactions, crowd noise, and net trajectory. Observation: he watches micro-movements of goalkeepers, leaning weight, slight shifts, arm positioning. Manipulation: slight delays, stuttered steps, and gaze direction force. Goalkeepers into early guesses. Ritual: fixed number of steps, consistent breathing, controlled rhythm, all reinforcing calm under chaos. Psychological dominance: by exuding confidence, he unsettles defenders and goalkeepers before striking. Ronaldo versus goalkeepers, mind games in action. Penalty isn't just physical, it's psychological chess. Early dive manipulation: he subtly shifts his run-up timing to provoke guesses. Crowd awareness: uses noise as background, not distraction, staying inwardly focused. Authority: his calm posture conveys dominance, forcing the goalkeeper to react, not anticipate. Ice-cold penalties are as much about intimidation as accuracy. Patterns across history. Year opponent stage penalty type psychological element 2008 Chelsea final shootout resilience after initial save 2012 Bayern Munich semi-final penalty strategic observation 2014 Bayern Munich semi-final penalty assert dominance 2016 Atletico Madrid final shootout maximum nerve 2017 Bayern Munich quarter-final penalty calm under hostile crowd 2018 Juventus quarter-final penalty aggregate tie, psychological edge. Across these moments, the common thread is mental supremacy. Ice-cold legacy. Ronaldo's penalties define him as a psychological predator in football. It's why teammates trust him with decisive kicks, and opponents fear him in the dying minutes. Every high-stakes penalty showcases ultimate composure, elite skill execution, mastery of the psychological duel, consistency under extreme pressure, lessons for aspiring players. Preparation beats panic. Train mentally as much as physically. Study opponents. Small cues matter. Maintain rituals. Consistent approach builds confidence. Confidence intimidates. Mental dominance can influence the outcome before contact. Ronaldo's most iconic penalty moments. 2008 vs Chelsea, first penalty shootout experience. 2012 vs Bayern Munich, away penalty, high aggregate pressure. 2014 vs Bayern Munich, semi-final dominance. 2016 vs Atletico Madrid, final, decisive fifth kick. 2017 vs Bayern Munich, quarterfinal, hostile stadium. 2018 vs Juventus, quarterfinal, aggregate tie. Each moment reinforces a theme. Mental control defines success. Final thoughts. Ronaldo's Champions League penalties weren't merely technical feats. They were mental warfare, psychological duels played out under the most extreme pressure. Crowd, pressure, and stakes were secondary to his focus. He controlled the moment before the ball moved. He neutralized fear, intimidation, and expectation with ritual, calm, and strategy. When pressure peaks, other players panic. Ronaldo dominates. This is why, for over a decade, in the Champions League knockout stages, the simple truth holds. Give him the ball. He will win the mental battle. He will score. He will decide the game. Brain fire.